Steam's House and Home Sale is live, and it's packed with cozy games at some genuinely good discounts. We dug through the entire catalog and picked the 10 best. City builders, life sims, puzzle games, even a spider. Here's where your weekend goes. Starting us off at number 10, Furnish Master. $9.74 right now, down 35% from its usual $15. This is interior design sandbox cozy. You're furnishing apartments, houses, warehouses, outdoor spaces, full creative control over layouts, colors, materials, everything. It's still in early access, so expect some rough edges. The camera can be fussy and optimization needs work, but the core loop is genuinely satisfying. One player with 29 hours in called it one of the best games for building a creative mind when it comes to designing a room, a house, hell, even a whole warehouse. If you've ever rearranged your furniture at midnight just because you felt like it, this scratches that exact itch. It's a creativity toy more than a structured game, and at under $10, that's a fair trade. At number 9, it's My Little Life. This one's a little different. It's a tiny life sim that lives at the bottom of your screen while you work. $4.19 right now, 30% off. You set up homes, manage zones, watch your little pixel characters go about their day. Desktop companion cozy, low attention, high charm. One player said it's become their favorite way to make the workday feel less monotonous. Another admitted they got so invested they stopped paying attention to everything else and just watch their little people live. At 89% positive from nearly 1,000 reviews, it's a solid pick. The kind of game that doesn't demand anything from you. It just quietly exists beside you. For $4, that's a lovely little thing to have running in the background. Coming in at number 8, Camper Van, Make It Home. $10.49, down 30%. This is organization puzzle cozy. You're decorating and fitting out camper vans, Tetrising belongings into tight spaces, making a rolling home feel like yours. 92% positive reviews, and players love the meditative energy. One reviewer called it like going on a little digital vacation. There's a story threaded through it too. You see how your character changes between journeys based on what they keep and what they leave behind. The puzzle side has real teeth. Fitting everything into a van is tighter than fitting it into an apartment. And the sandbox mode lets you just decorate forever. One player described themselves as a low-stimulation autistic adult and gave it an 11 out of 10. If that kind of calm, focused creativity sounds like your evening, it absolutely is. Number 7, A Webbing Journey. And yes, you play as a spider. $6.39, 20% off. This is sandbox physics cozy. You swing around a house, weave webs, pull objects, and do little household chores using nothing but silk and momentum. It has a 99% positive rating from over 1,000 reviews. 99%. That almost never happens. The charm here is enormous. No health bars, no fail states, just a tiny spider bouncing around oversized rooms, solving problems in silly, creative ways. The physics feel great, the web mechanics are inventive, and the whole thing radiates warmth. It's in early access, so more content is coming, but what's already there is pure joy. One reviewer sold a CS2 case drop, bought this game with the money, and said it was 100% worth it. Haha, hard to argue with that math. At number 6, Squeakross, Home Squeak Home. $11.99, 20% off. This is puzzle cozy with a decoration reward loop, and it's brilliant. You solve Picross puzzles, nonograms, and the completed puzzles transform into furniture. Then you use that furniture to decorate a home for your little rodent friend. 98.5% positive from over 1,700 reviews. The puzzle library is massive. One player with 90 hours in said they genuinely felt bad buying it on sale because of how much game there is. You create your own rat character to start, which apparently that's what sealed the deal for a lot of people. The difficulty settings are wonderfully granular. Whether you're a Picross veteran or trying it for the first time, it meets you where you are. One reviewer called it their first Picross game ever and said they were immediately hooked. If you want something that keeps your hands busy and your brain gently occupied for dozens of hours, this is the one. Number 5, Mini Cozy Room. Lofi, $2.49. $2.49. That's 50% off, and honestly, kind of absurd for what you get. This is productivity companion Cozy. You decorate a little room, pick your avatar, choose a lo-fi playlist, and use built-in tools, Pomodoro timers, to-do lists, desktop memos, to actually get things done while vibing. 97% positive from over 2,200 reviews. One player said their productivity skyrocketed because they felt guilty watching their little character work while they sat there doing nothing. Motivation through pixel art shame. Surprisingly effective. There's even a multiplayer mode so you can study with friends. And I have to mention this. One reviewer said the bossa nova tracks got them into the kitchen to make black bean and corn salad. They posted the full recipe in their Steam review. That's the energy this game puts into the world. For $2.49, there is no reason to say no. At number 4, Unpacking. $7.99, a full 60% off. This is the one a lot of people already know. Zen organization cozy at its purest. You open boxes, place items, and make a home feel lived in. That's it, and it's wonderful. 93% positive from over 33,000 reviews. The genius of Unpacking is that it tells an entire life story without a single word of dialogue. You piece together who this person is just by what they own and where they're moving. A diploma, a stuffed animal they've kept since childhood, a partner's things appearing and sometimes disappearing. One player described it perfectly. The feeling of rearranging your bedroom at 2 a.m. when you were a teenager. That mix of nostalgia and quiet accomplishment. At $8, down from 20, this is a steal. If you haven't played it yet, the sale basically removes every reason to keep waiting. Number 3, Whisper of the House. $11.99, 20% off. Story-driven organizing cozy with a 97% positive rating from over 4,300 reviews. You're a newcomer in a pixel art town, helping residents move, clean, and reorganize their spaces. Standard cozy setup, right? Except there's a supernatural mystery woven through everything. The tidying is the gameplay. The story is what keeps you up past midnight. Players call the progression addicting. One said they completely underestimated it and it exceeded every expectation. Another reviewer described their quest to become the most feng shui renovator this pixel art town has ever seen, which involved making sure no slippers were ever found in pairs, providing weeks of content for Reddit's TV Too High subreddit, and building a perfect streaming room for an aspiring NPC. The combination of genuine narrative depth and total decorating freedom is rare. One reviewer with 34 hours said it has some of the most charm I've seen out of any game I've played. You'll stay for the mystery, you'll linger for the feng shui. At number 2, Creature Kitchen. $6.39, 20% off. This one's creepy cozy. You're alone in a cabin in the woods at night, cooking snacks for strange creatures that show up wanting to be fed. Sounds spooky, but it's warm. Really warm. 99.7% positive from over 4,000 reviews. That's one of the highest ratings on all of Steam. Now, the horror tag scared some people off, but players are adamant. There's nothing actually scary here. Just atmospheric darkness, odd sounds, and genuinely adorable creatures who want their favorite food. The puzzles involve finding recipes, figuring out what each creature likes, and exploring a house that gets more surreal the deeper you go. One reviewer put it perfectly. The game proves that the unknown or unusual doesn't have to be scary or malicious. It's short, a few hours, but those hours hit a tone that almost nothing else manages. Cozy and eerie, living in the same space, and it feels completely natural. For $6.39, absolutely worth your evening. And at number 1, Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. $7.19, 40% off. This is the one. Productivity companion cozy, refined to a glow. You customize a virtual room, discover and collect little spirits that drift through your space, and use built-in tools, Pomodoro timers, habit trackers, journals, to-do lists to support your actual real-life focus. The lo-fi soundtrack is gorgeous. The spirits are collectible and charming, and the whole thing just wraps around your day. 97.7% positive from over 14,000 reviews. One player, with almost 3,000 hours logged, said they didn't expect to fall in love with it, but everything just felt calm from the moment they opened it. Another called it the one thing that finally made daily routines feel less stressful. Someone else said they have a huge game backlog, but keep coming back to this instead. That tells you everything. It's a space that makes boring tasks feel softer and more manageable. At $7.19, it's one of the best deals in the entire sale. And that's why it's number one. That's the list. 10 cozy games, all on sale right now in Steam's House and Home Fest. Links to everything are in the description. Drop a comment with what you picked up. And if you enjoyed this, a like goes a long way. See you in the next one.